friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I've got a bunch of baby dragons with me today because we are all just so excited to talk to you about a couple more animal-themed books, which, like we said before, goes along with our summer reading theme of Tales and Tales. So these two books are definitely ones I'm sure that you've heard of before, even if you haven't read them. Both of them actually have been adapted into films. I haven't seen either of the films, but the books I can attest to are really, really good. So the first one is called Life of Pi by Yann Martel. And this book actually won the Booker Prize, the Man Booker Prize. I'm not sure what year, and I didn't realize it won that. But yeah, that's a pretty prestigious award, so great job on this book. So I love this cover. There's been a lot of different covers. I think our library copy has a different cover. But this one is mine, and I just absolutely adore it with all the animals in the water, like all the fish and sharks and turtles and stuff. So this book is about a young man named Pi Patel, who his father is a zookeeper in India, and Pi is just a deep thinker. So he studies all these different religions, Christianity. He's Hindu, but he studies Christianity and Muslim and all these other things. So he's just really into that. They are taking their animals to the United States. They are on this big cruise ship heading to the United States until catastrophe strikes and everything is lost except for Pi, who ends up in this small little rescue boat with a tiger, a hyena, an orangutan, and what's the other animal he's with? And a zebra. So eventually the tiger eats every other animal until it's just him and Pi left. And it's just this story of survival. It's the story of surprising friendship. And it's just such an introspective story as well. A lot of stories have, or a lot of contemporary critics have likened it to Aesop's Fables. But it also plays really into the Ernest Hemingway tale, The Old Man and the Sea, where basically it's about a man and his struggle for survival against the ocean. And this is kind of like what this story is about as well. Only not only does Pi have to survive the ocean and being stranded on this tiny boat, but he now also has to deal with this tiger as well, who is stuck in the boat with him. This book is absolutely phenomenal. I loved it so much. I guarantee that you will like it too. If you've heard of this book, it's a pretty famous book. If you've heard of it and haven't read it yet, give it a shot. It's a really good time to read it over the summer. It's not that long, pretty standard size, and I absolutely loved it. I thought Pi was a really great protagonist, and I was just rooting for him the whole time. So that is Life of Pi. The next book we have is called Water for Elephants by Sara Gruen. Again, like I said, this was also a book that was made into a movie at one point. Very, very popular book when this first came out. This book is about a circus. It's about the Great Depression, and it's about this young man who is a failed veterinary school student. So he's going to vet school. He doesn't complete his work. He doesn't finish to get his degree. He's suddenly an orphan. So he leaves everything behind and he joins this like 2-bit circus, right? So it's not even like this prestigious, like amazing circus. It's kind of like this raggedy run-of-the-mill circus. Because he's a vet student and he gets employed to take care of the animals that are part of the collection, the menagerie. So as he does, he meets this young lady who's part of the elephant show, who is married to this tyrant of an animal trainer. But he also meets Rosie, who is the elephant in the show, and he becomes able to train her when most people didn't think she could be trained. And this story has just so many beautiful aspects to it. So there is a love story in it. There is also a story of survival of, this circus is trying to survive during World War II and the Great Depression, which, people are struggling to eat, let alone not have money to go and visit a circus, right? So they're struggling to survive there. But it's also this beautiful story of Rosie the elephant and her relationship with Jacob. I absolutely love this book. This is just one of the books I absolutely love rereading every couple years because it's just so fantastic. It has a lot of heart to it. It's just a beautiful story. And there's also a lot of really cool black and white illustrations scattered throughout as well, which is really, really cool. So that's what we have for you today. That was Water for Elephants, Sara Gruen. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope that these books sound really interesting and fun. If so, please feel free to get them from the Farmington Community Library. They are available. You can come in and get them right and visit us in the building. And don't forget to log in your reading hours as well for your summer reading log. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.